So I don't know whether anybody noticed this, but at some point in the point a few episodes ago, there was an explosion in the base. And, well, it's not something I'd like to admit happened, but it does prompt the need for an actual base instead of just a room I carved out. Don't worry, it's not like I'm gonna keep the room. It serves as an entrance to the caves if I ever want to go down there again. Which frankly I'd rather not, but I need a less vulnerable place to store things in. So I'm gonna stick them here in this area. It's a nice, neat little spot carved into the back of the, well, right up by the hillside. I'll just even things out here. I suppose I can use some plain blocks and make this perhaps a cube. Well, 5 by 5 by 5 if I have enough material for it. I mean, I tried using walls, but the problem with doing that is that you have it's in placing them. 1, 2, 3. There we are. And the problem with placing walls is that they can very easily get out of alignment. I'm going to make this door here. Oh wait, I was going to put the ceiling on top of that. So I don't know exactly how many. I'm building it out of what is effectively spare parts. All the things that I have that I don't really need. Well, the cobblestone and the deep slate. Theoretically, I could quarry for the rest of it, but it sounds, well, it sounds kind of pointless to dig for, well, it was essentially ordinary stone. Well, there's no real need to go the extra mile if you already have resources here you can use. Where did that go? I mean, I built the stone cutter. The explosion took that one out too. And that's how I got these bricks here. So again, it'll just be a 5 by 5 by 5 cube, and that will be where it'll be where I put stuff. Well, there you have it. This is my storage room. It's not very good looking, but it's functional. I mean, I just made it out of what I had available. So, with that in mind, I'd like to discuss the thermal evaporation plant. Why am I talking about it now? Well, because it has to do with that issue we've been having with power. Now, we need power for the digital miner, but with the digital miner, it's like one of those. It's one of those things where you have to. It's like a thermite reaction. Thermite reactions are very powerful, but you need a lot to get them started in the first place. Well, the same is true so far as powering things is concerned. Now, let's see. A thermal evaporation plant, however, is required to have 4 advanced solar generators in it. Now, those 4 advanced solar generators, I've calculated have some pretty steep requirements, such as 54 blocks of glass, 216 redstone, 148 iron, 144 osmium, 332 osmium dust, and 48 gold. Yeah, I'm reading this off of paper. Okay, so let's start with that redstone requirement because we've had historically a hard time finding this stuff. 216 divided by 9. What is 216 divided by 9? Well, it's 72 divided by 3 is 24. Imagine that, 24. Then again, I read this off the wiki. It's possible that they were referring to... here we go. It's possible they were trying to use like one thing of redstone instead of compressing it and getting 8. So I'm going to do my own calculations. Well, let's talk about solar panels. They're panes of glass. And for one of these, well, you need 4 of these regular solar generators. That's 12 solar panels, and therefore 12 times 3, 36 panes of glass. So I might as well start with that. I'm pretty sure that the thing about 54 glass doesn't really change if you have if you're compressing things. Now we're not too far away from a couple of places with sand in them. I'm going to go there and dig up a nice stack of glass. Once I've got the stack, I'll smelt it. As we're going along, 148 iron, I should be able to cover the cost of that. The problem is the osmium. And with osmium, we're going to have to start using the digital miner. Oh, there's more rice here. Wanted that. Anyway, 148 osmium. If you were to divide 148 by 2, you'll get 74 osmium. So that would mean 74 blocks of osmium. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing osmium right. I suppose the real question is the digital miner as of right now capable of digging up 74 blocks of anything? Because we gotta use Silk Touch. And I'm not exactly sure how much more power it takes to use Silk Touch. Here we go. This is just a big generic flat area. That's a whole stack of glass right there. Now we need 100. Oh, sorry, we need 144 osmium. That's 72 blocks of it. But we're gonna need Silk Touch to use 70 to get those 72. Or what I could do is bite the proverbial bullet and let's see, 70. There we go. You'd take 144 divided by 4. That's 36, and multiply by 3. If you multiply 36 by 3, you get 108. Yeah, 108 blocks of raw osmium. It looks like these are sort of mid-range filled. suppose what I could do is this. Take this hardened energy cell. Then I'm going to put the power in the hardened energy cell. Really? It doesn't do that? Well, maybe if I configured it a certain... Okay, in Mekanism you can put stuff that takes... Okay, I didn't mean to click that. How would I... Well, I've got that full anyway. I guess yeah, I suppose I'd need that. I mean, the digital miner can take power from outside, as it were, as well as inside. Ah, that's where I put this thing. So I'm going to outfit it for outside power as well as inside power. And by outside power, I mean putting out a cable here. And configuring this very... Actually, it looks like it goes both ways. Let me get around to the front of this thing. It's more visually appealing that way. So let's see. Config. Yeah, that'll help. However, I'm going to turn off Silk Touch. And that would mean I need 108 raw units of osmium. Even with this, it's... I guess the power flow is a little too demanding. I'd need a more advanced cable for it. Fortunately, I can make one. I should have... Yeah, one of these left over. Okay. It's still demanding a little too much power. But I need an ultimate alloy. Oh, and speaking of ultimate, the ultimate tier install... I don't know whether it's worth doing that. Yeah, it would be better if I used the... If I just took the energy cube and upgraded it to an ultimate energy cube. That's something I might want to get done. Do I have any... No. I guess I don't have any spare units of alloy left. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. That's a problem with sorting stuff. You never really know where you put it. Oh, but wait a minute. I don't have any obsidian either. Well, now is a good enough time as any to test a theory of mine. I'm never sure about these pickaxes that I get off of, as loot off mobs. What exactly is their strength? Oh, apparently it isn't enough. You can sort of tell. Okay, well, I guess that's another bullet I'm gonna have to bite. I've got diamond though. Shouldn't make that much of a difference. I'm going to put this pickaxe back and make one out of diamond. Yeah, because I need obsidian to upgrade stuff to ultimate tier. Yeah. Okay, I did leave things a little bit too late, and got a little bit more osmium ore than I wanted. But, at the same time, it does fulfill the requirements. I'm going to put this right back. Fight these spiders off. I wish there was something I could do about those. I'd need... I need some kind of homing missile. Okay, so where was I? Well, I gotta... There we go. Eat and heal up. Eat and recover. So, the osmium. Gonna take this. One of those nasty boss mobs. Is everybody out to get me here? Well, fortunately, the phantoms. I'm more or less out of reach to them. But this guy, I've beaten off his legs before. They're sort of like people you shouldn't let get inside your buildings, because then you're sort of, this place would become a killing pen, and you would be the one being killed. Well, I think it's like a train. I gotta... Those carrots are the only ones of their kind. I only wish I had a healing potion on me. Alright, so the boss zombie is out here. You can see where he is. I'm gonna keep eating these until I'm recovered enough. Yeah, in vanilla mode this would be recovered enough. Then I'll come back, but by that time, I'll be back too. Finito. At last. I'm feeling bushed. I gotta eat something. Alright. Now where was I? So since when did the door to my machine room become a needle? Okay, I'm gonna put these in the enrichment chamber. The enrichment chamber doesn't really need anything other than additional power to refine things. Now the rest of this whole of Mekanism's mining setup, it always requires an additional material. Like the next stage after it, you'd need oxygen. You need oxygen. And then, what's after that? The stage after that, you need hydrochloric acid. The stage after that, sulfuric acid. And that's not to say anything of the extra machines you need to build. I mean, those, I can pretty much take that on the chin, so to speak. But everything else, you need a continuous flow of this stuff. Now, part of that is why I'm building the thermal evaporation plant. As soon as it gets light, I'm gonna go and dig for some obsidian. Well, mine for it. I know where to get it. Yeah, this is still running. And keep in mind, there's also 32 osmium dust required. And the reason you need that, actually, I might have been basing that off an old. It doesn't look like it's actually used here. The Wikipedia page is out of date, or I don't know, something like that. I'm going to throw these in the energized smelter. And I should have 144 osmium units when I'm finished. Oh, it's raining. It means it might as well still be dark. In case you haven't picked up on that. Oh, I do seem to have these. And some more osmium too. Now I suppose I could go to the trouble of digging, building an extra, an extra enrichment chamber, or making an enriching factory. But it's something I'm gonna always need to. Maybe I will always need to enrich stuff. I suppose it's something to consider. But anyway, here. What have we got going on? Nah, never mind. I was testing whether or not I could vein mine with a tool, because I never got around to testing that. Apparently I still can't. So I'm going to dig out this obsidian while the enrichment chamber is working. I suppose by the time I'm finished, it'll be finished too. It does take kind of a long time to dig this stuff out, doesn't it? Even with an iron pickaxe. One last one, just to make it nice and even. Done. Okay. So okay. Now this ultimate energy cube is going to need 2 of these. Got enough for 3. That's done. But it's also going to need atomic alloy. Oh. Already full. Yeah. So I'm going to first make some diamond-infused obsidian. Do that here as soon as I add the diamond. There we go. Then some infused alloy. Some more infused alloy, I mean. I need 4 units of atomic alloy. And after that, see, 1 unit of enriched diamond should be enough to make 4 units of elite alloy. And I need 2 more diamonds. I also want to build a bridge across this gap. Okay, and that should be everything I need to... Let me just take out this elite energy cube here. And then I'm going to make it into an ultimate energy cube. Put this back. There we go. Ah, my atomic disassembler was still inside that thing.